Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Sons and Daughters of Liberty. I think this video has been long overdue. So yes, I am going to be that guy. I'm tired of our community suffering because of this one individual. But even more so, I'm tired when they create a fake statement about somebody being suspended. Alex Jones suspended for 30 days by Facebook. This is a Breitbart report. I'm going to show you, and I'm going to prove to you that he hasn't been. I'm sick and tired of this same song and dance. He pulls this every few months. The next thing you know, they'll come back doing live streams, 3-day live streams, specials. It's time you guys wake up to who Alex Jones really is. Give me a few seconds to finish sharing these links, because this person, this actor, that's what he's claimed to be in front of a courtroom, is being used to bring down every one of us in the truth community, conspiracy communities, and all the other communities that have their own opinions and views. And so many people follow this man like he is a god. Hang on every word he says. So many people are going to believe this story that he was suspended for 30 days, and I'm going to prove to you he hasn't been. You know, it's time that we call things for what they really are. Time that, oh, we talk bad about him, we're going to get trolled. And it's time that the trolls realize the truth. And I hope after this video, Breitbart does the smart thing and takes their post down, because they're reporting fake news. So, first off, this was the article link in question. Stop sharing because I'm going to have to reshare. Came across it on Twitter. Oh, it is sharing. That was the article. Well, funny thing is, I knew better to begin with, because it was posted at 12:35 p.m. Well, I had happened to be over Facebook. Now, don't get me wrong, Facebook is censoring Alex Jones. I've caught that. They'll pop up a notification that he's live, but when you click on your bell for notifications, it's removed from your notifications. But, you know, since I've been subscribed to him for years over there, never gotten around to remove the subscription or the follow, whatever, like, whatever, to his page. I still get notifications every day. That's how I know he's lied in the past about, oh, I've been banned from Facebook. They've removed our page. Nope, page is still there. Been there this whole time. But let me show you. We'll get to this article in a second. I just want to show you where I first caught this. And it was instant. This is BS. I was just on his page. I just seen the notification. So I clicked and went to the page. Oh, so I left a nice comment to Breitbart News along with 2 screenshots along with the time and display. Guess I better keep this up to make sure I don't get froze up. So you know that there's evidence that, hey, it's showing he's live. It's showing this page is still up. He's not been removed. Okay, there's his Facebook page. Videos live. Oh, he's not live anymore. Still refreshing. Was live 4 hours ago. Now in my screenshots, it shows it live. But either way, let's click on the videos over here and go over those videos. And I know what first thing you guys are going to say, well, that's not his page. Right? That's not his real Facebook page, right? All right. Let's close this out. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Let's go over to InfoWars. Just so we can get all this BS out the way real quick. Because I know, oh, you're lying. You're spreading fake news. You're peddling fake news. Well, let's click the Facebook link from Infowars.com, shall we? Well, the email link or the HTTPS link is the same. Alexander Emmerich Jones, very same page I just closed out. Live 4 hours ago. But yet, according to Breitbart News, he's been suspended for 30 days. You see the conflict of interest here? You see the manipulation? He's not been suspended from Facebook. Not even the least bit. Still there, still live, able to do live shows, still able to upload. Oh, wait, shared a live video 1 minute ago. Raging leftist mobs, and as you guys know, I clicked this very link right here. But yet so many people are going to sit here and believe what Breitbart says, what Alex Jones himself will come out and say. I've been suspended. He'll go on his notorious rant and rave about Facebook has suspended me. I've been censored. This is the very crap that they want. They use him for a reason. He's nothing more than their puppet. Because they're going to use him some people might be, I worship and follow Alex Jones. They removed him. We can't have that. I agree. Even people like we want him to go down, but no fake reporting news to manipulate a situation. Is he being censored here on Facebook? Yes. Has he been suspended from Facebook? As you can see, proof's in the pudding. No. But yet, how many times is that Breitbart article going to get shared around all over Twitter? Because we know how it is. Everybody sees it. They're going to want to jump on the Facebook bandwagon. They're going to want to jump on the censorship bandwagon. And all of Alex Jones's crony followers who are blind to the fact that he's been manipulating you for years now. I mean, you guys don't believe me. You think I'm somehow manipulating this? Here's the link to Alex Jones Infowars. Their legitimate Infowars page. Click on it yourself. Click on the Facebook link. Just like Breitbart claims yesterday that YouTube blocked Alex Jones's YouTube channel from sharing live videos. Funny thing is, yesterday, because I do follow him on my other account, I got a notification that Infowars was live. Doesn't add up, does it? But, we can somewhat prove that too. I didn't see no notifications today. There's been no live videos today. But he has uploaded. So let's go back. Right there, 19 hours ago, full show was streamed live. YouTube and Facebook had banned Infowars live, streamed live yesterday. So they were able to live stream yesterday from YouTube from this very channel. Well, you say, well, maybe this is somebody else's channel. Let's find out. Because there is multiple channels, YouTube channels, Alex Jones. There's many of people. Oh, wait. Damn. Very same damn channel. Oh, right. 19 hours ago. Very same damn videos. The Alex Jones channel videos. Oh, let's make sure the links match. Yep. Alex Jones channel's videos, very same URLs. But yet there's still going to be people out there say, oh, you're somehow manipulating. Right, my chat room. Go to the website, click on the links. They take you right to his pages. So what we're doing is allies were want their rules. Share. You're going to have issues. Could this be the one thing they? I just got. All right, am I back? Well, I was about to say, I figured this would be the last thing that YouTube would want to mess with me about. I'm kind of doing them a favor. Well, let's just keep the screen share off. You guys seen what you need to. I showed what you needed to see. It's the fact, like I said, has he been censored over there? Yes, I've been censored over there. I've actually been suspended from Facebook multiple times. Yeah, it's apparently certain subjects here get caught up in the algorithms and they freeze out the hangouts. So if I don't have the hangouts up to watch it, I don't catch it when it freezes up. which is stupid. You'd figure they'd actually want somebody talking about the truth about Alex Jones and the truth that Breitbart's peddling fake news. The fact is, they're using Alex Jones to come after each and every one of us. And he's making it so damn easy for him because he's their puppet and he knows it. They know it. So when he spreads this information to, oh, I've been suspended for 30 days. They took down my channel, which they never took down his channel. They may have taken down a few videos, but he's still there. I showed you. And I showed you every way to prove that it is. It's time that you guys wake up to that very fact. You want to know another fact about Alex Jones? Let me just, while I'm on Twitter, some of you might not realize that he even has an occultist on his platform. Of course, now I can't find her. You know, when I start talking about how they changed since a certain person came on there, well, that certain person's Leanne McAdoo. That's why you've seen a lot of changes to the sets and stuff, the different lighting effects. She's a very well-known occultist. In fact, I know how she got her job, and she knows it because me and her have talked in the past. She just doesn't remember who I am because she knows me by a different title on the pagan website that she was on when they came to us asking for us to help her get the job at Alex Jones because it was a contest. And we did. We we even gave her a spot in our magazine and showcased her videos to get the likes and stuff and views that she needed. Me and her had a few lengthy discussions about the pagan past, and she's well versed, well educated when it comes to the occult. And she took that information over to Alex Jones, and next thing you know, we start seeing all kinds of changes on Alex Jones. You know, it goes like I said, if anybody really wanted to get dirt on Alex Jones, it was in front of them this whole time, just by her page. Psychic Lion Trader. And this, she's more than a psychic. She's well versed in occult symbology, the use of sigils. And let me guess, I'm freezing up again. Yep. All right, let me know when okay, I'm back in. This is ridiculous. But she's very well versed in occult teachings and knowledge. I suggest for anybody that would like to basically I just stream still froze up. So I guess, oh, damn it. Yeah, it is. It seems every time I try to screen share something or I start talking about certain people or using certain words, Hangouts wants to go all wacko. What's happening is my whole Hangouts is getting froze up to the point where it kicked me out of the Hangouts and I had to rejoin. I mean, I don't. I mean, if Alex Jones is such a bad guy, why are they messing with my live stream? You know, it comes down to the point where it's they use him to completely come after us. And he's always the one. I mean, I know people didn't want to watch the. Yeah, I know about Glenn. And actually, he's not a Satanist, he's a Luciferian. There's a difference. He also has a very soft, very big, very glass jaw. He's been knocked out a few times. You know, that's the part I don't get. How so many people, oh, wait, I do get it because I was one of those people. First couple of years when I first got introduced to Alex Jones. But then I started listening and I started seeing the antics. I started seeing things. And when after Leanne McAdoo got miraculously on board, I started seeing the occult symbology be put in there. I started seeing the use of the sigils and the lighting effects. Exactly. Now, if any one of us use any music from Warner and connected companies, we are instantly given a community strike for using copyrighted material from a music company. I know one of my very first copyright strikes came on KOTR, and it was for the use of music. It was and that's actually Time Warner's music. So that's the other thing. I think. Thank you for pointing that out, because that's the other thing people don't catch. They see him streaming, posting all these videos here on YouTube and on Facebook, because Facebook started playing the little music game too as well. Sony's the other big one that will get you. But yet, here he is, still here. But from time to time, like I said, it's about every 3 or 4 months. Next thing you know, oh, I've been suspended. They took down my channel. But yet the very next day or the same day I get a notification. You're lying. They did not take down your channel. Now we got Breitbart News reporting that they took down his channel. That they suspended him for 30 days, which is utterly and totally BS, as I showed you before they started screwing with my stream. He has not lost his channel. He's never lost his channel, to my knowledge. See, there's a reason why sometimes you do keep following certain people. I don't follow him on this account, but I do on my previous account, my backup account to this. So I still get notifications. Like I said, I've had him on Facebook since the first time he pointed out, just click on the Facebook link, it'll take you to my Facebook page. And that's how I know that the Facebook page I got is real, as I showed you. It is very real. Go to Infowars.com, click on the Facebook icon, it'll take you right to the very same page. You guess what? Just did a live video, and a minute ago from when I showed you, had posted another live video. Is he suspended? No. Or some might say, well, they got admins doing that. Nope. It's all done from the same account. When one person in the account gets nailed, it locks out the whole account because he's the creator of that account. Yes, but Bannon is no longer part of Breitbart. And that's something that, people need to also understand. I see a lot of people that I follow, watch. I sometimes share a few things from Breitbart after I've done a little research. That's when you're dealing with Breitbart News, do your research. Don't take everything for fact, as I just proven today that it's not fact. In fact, it's very fake news right now in my book. And I shared an article yesterday from Rob the Man's Twitter page for something that I know is factual because I've been following it, about a illegal immigrant that raped some people and that was accused of child pedophilia in North Carolina. And I knew the article was real because I went to the Watauga Democrat newspaper and read the very same article to make sure it was right, because I've been staying on top of that particular event that's happening there. But when you post something like you post today, Facebook suspends Alex Jones for 30 days. I'm all for a good conspiracy theory because it makes you think, it makes you question things. But there's a difference. When you use it to manipulate people and you use it for a different agenda, and his agenda is very much aligned with Congress, with the CIA, and that is to be their scapegoat. He's the reason they're going to come after every one of us for fake news, saying we're all fake news, we're all conspiracy theorists, and they're going to use him as the example. He is the perfect plant. And it's time that we all recognize that, because I know so many YouTube creators and streamers and website owners and publications that post magazines and short articles that fact check their stuff, that spend the hours in research to make sure their story is accurate and factual. And that's the problem. Alex Jones does bring a lot of factual stuff. That's goes back to one of my favorite sayings. The best lie is told with a little bit of truth, because all you're going to see is that truth. You're not going to see the rest of it. That's the manipulation, deceptions, and lies within it. For anybody that's took the time to watch what took place a couple weeks ago at the Justice Committee hearing with Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, their main focus was they need to remove Alex Jones. We can't not have that type of stuff being talked about. He is spreading lies, conspiracy theories, and it's sad. The chairman of the who was chairing that committee that day was also a Republican who also agreed with a fellow Democrat that Alex Jones needed to go. You know, at this point, if it wasn't for the fact that they would use him to come after all of us, I would agree. Unfortunately, I got to put that aside because I know I can see the bigger picture, and I hope you guys all can see the bigger picture. They're going to use him to come after all of us. There's things we can do. The easiest thing is stop watching him. Let his numbers plummet. I don't completely agree with that one. A big lie can be seen through quite easy. Slide this up, slide so I can read chat. Well, I mean, I try to stay away from that particular topic there, just because there is a fact about the Holocaust thing. They're working very hard to say it never happened. That's been some of the complaints about Zuckerberg, which was another article I'd put to the side because of a certain letter that was sent by a appointee of Trump, because he's not removing content on Facebook that promotes the denial of the Holocaust. And those that know I've done things in the past talking about Wikipedia. I've exposed Wikipedia for what Wikipedia is, not factual information. In fact, I've went as far as show you articles such as the Holocaust never happened. That pe- people like YouTube and Facebook want to use to fact check information. They want to use those links to put up under your video. And I tell you what, the first time you put a link to a to Wikipedia that says the Holocaust didn't happen, we're going to have some big issues because I've met Holocaust survivors. I've had the privilege of talking to several. And I'm talking about the very ones that got the numbers inked into their forearms. You know, as far as I'm concerned, there's only one who behind all that, and I suggest that you go read Mein Kampf, which, by the way, is no longer banned in Israel. For those that are didn't realize that. Well, yeah, they've been behind a lot of things. No, that was very much Hitler. And for those that did, I'm sure nuclear dubs will understand what I say when I say that Hitler also very much respected the Islamic movement. Oh, I do agree on that point. He was a pawn, but he wasn't a pawn. History has shown that. Because if he was such the good pawn, he would have never went back into Russia. No, I'm afraid they did not. There may be copies out there that they did, but for those of us that had privileges to read the real manuscript, not book, mind you, I said manuscript. There is a very, very different narrative. And most of the books I've seen match the original manuscripts. No, I have not. And that's also some of the problem, three-edged sword. We do get caught up in the conspiracies of things. And there is truth, a lot of truth to what you're saying, but the Jesuits are puppets to somebody else. I don't go into the conspiracy side of things and talk about that much, but the Jesuits, they're just a small little group and nothing but pawns themselves. And, that's the problem. That's how a lot of this division comes about. We got to have a boogeyman for everything instead of just calling it for what it was. World War II, yes, there was many sides at play, many guilty parties, including many of our banks here in the United States and investors. But in the end, Hitler still was a monster. And there's no disputing that. The war that he brought about. And that's the problem. We need to quit having boogeymen. We need to quit blaming everybody, every group, and start blaming the bad apple. In World War II, the bad apple was Hitler. And there was a bunch of bad apples during World War II, clear down to U.S. banks, Ford, Henry Ford himself. But they are just individual puppets to somebody else. I mean, Nazi Germany lives on today in the Third, Fourth Reich, the Third Reich in France. I mean, there's no mystery on that. There's no mystery. The connections to our government, helping, taking the scientists. Everybody overlooks the biggest part of World War II at the end, and it was called the Great Race. The Great Race to go into Germany to get the scientists, the top officers, the top SS officers, the lieutenants, for their own country. Um, you must have missed the first part of my video. They were airing live today. They were airing live from Facebook on the very page that they said they were suspended. I do suggest that you back up to the beginning of this video and you'll see it, and you'll sit there and see it that I went straight to InfoWars and clicked on the Facebook link right straight from the InfoWars page, just to prove that it wasn't a fake page that I was on when I first showed it. Alex Jones is very much live on Facebook today. Now the question is, considering all the headaches and difficulties I have, had talking about this subject when I was sharing the screens and pointing the stuff out, how much I got technical issues on YouTube. And now I don't know. I just know about the Facebook thing, but what I do know about the YouTube thing, supposedly that happened yesterday, but yet I got a lot notification that he was live yesterday on YouTube, and I actually showed it that was live in fact on YouTube yesterday. So not buying that one either. I've seen this song and dance play out before, but I don't follow anybody else that streams Alex Jones stuff on YouTube. Mainly because Alex Jones isn't somebody we should be following. A man that'll sit there and tell you if shit ever hits the fan, he's taking his family and going south. Is that who you want to follow? And yes, he said that live in one of his videos. I know it's going to be hard for people to want to believe, but Alex Jones has played this same game several times every year. Next thing you know, he'll come back. Oh, we got our channel back. We're going to do a 3-hour marathon. Or he won't even say that. He'll just go on and start doing a 3-hour marathon. Next thing you know, it's being showed on Facebook, YouTube. Well, yeah. Okay, actually, you're bringing up a very good point. I forgot about that. I meant to talk about that yesterday. To all you creators out there, you streamers, and those that upload videos, if you mirror any video or you upload any video that belongs to another channel, that channel is getting a notification that you've uploaded their content. Thank you for bringing that up and reminding me. So now, well, that's why I'm pointing this out now. So now, I'm not saying this happened because we can't prove it. That's between the creator of the channel, which would be in this particular case Alex Jones, and any of these channels that stream, these alt channels that stream his stuff. But as a creator, somebody mirrors my stuff, I'll get a notification, and I have the right to say no, I did not give permission. That's why I never mirrored anybody's stuff. I don't even post when I'm on somebody else's channel and I have permission to repost the broadcast from the other channel to my channel. I don't do it because one day somebody might have a disagreement with me or might not like what I say and decides to be a dick. Oh, you can troll all you want. I don't care. You don't bother me. You know what I do for a living? What I love doing. And that's the fun part about it. I get to do what I like for a living. It means no stress. It means I get to have fun every day. That is very possible. I can't prove it, but that is the new policy and new implements that's been put up on YouTube. So it is very possible that it happened. There's also the possibility YouTube actually did give him a strike. All I can prove today is the Facebook thing. Now, if I would have done this yesterday, I'd have been able to prove that he wasn't given a strike and that he wasn't banned from showing live videos yesterday because his live show was aired live on his YouTube channel yesterday. And supposedly this happened yesterday. You know, and it's not complaining. The fact is, I've just showed you guys the facts, the real news, the real truth. And if you can't understand that and you don't want to believe it, hey, that's on you. You're entitled to your own opinions and views. I respect it. I'm just not going to let everybody else out here, and many of which know the truth, many of which won't talk about it because they don't want to deal with the trolls, the comments. I don't really care. You guys just ignore him. The best way to get rid of a troll is treat him with silence. Because honestly, they got nothing better to do. In most cases, as we've proven, they're actually paid to go do this. Well, yeah, that brings up a good point. You are right. My channel don't have that many views, and my audience knows why, because I don't advertise. I don't tell people to hit the like button, thumbs down button, share my stuff. I don't want them to. Why? Because I get to enjoy conversations like this on YouTube. And the other thing is, little lesson for you. I could care less about numbers. Numbers don't represent quality. Only thing numbers represent is quantity. And usually quantity tends to be bad. In fact, go ahead and hit the thumbs down button for me. You'll be doing me a favor because that means I triggered you, and I will thoroughly enjoy seeing the thumbs down button hit because that's better than hitting the like button, in my opinion. But this is the thing we have to pay attention to. When you guys catch this stuff, you guys need to point it out. Quit being scared of the trolls. Trolls can be easily dealt with. Just ignore them. They have no place. Most of them are paid bots anyway. And most of them, hey, I guess I could see the advantages of it. I mean, shit, you gonna pay me to do that? Let me know. I mean, we know how much Mike Cernovich made his fame, and he's self-proclaimed troll. But I'd get bored with that because that's not what it's about. It's about the interaction. It's about having a good conversation, even though, like the three-edged sword, me and him don't always agree on a few things, but he brings good things to the table. He brings things that make you question things, make you go do research. That's what it's about. It's about the information we're learning from each other and the knowledge that we share from our own experiences. That's what it's all about to me. I don't care about the numbers. Don't care if we really agree or disagree. In fact, I kind of like it when we disagree because it makes us question things. It makes us go do some research. I'm not on the fear porn. Can't stand it. It's the other thing I don't like about Alex Jones. And the fact that how many people has mirrored that in their podcast. It's always got to be The sky is falling. The sky is falling. That was so old back in the 80s with Chicken Little. Well, the information you've learned from me thus far is you shouldn't be trusting what everybody says. You should be questioning everything. When Breitbart News comes and tells you Alex Jones was suspended for 30 days from Facebook, but yet you can go to his Facebook page, the very page that he was suspended from, and streaming his live video, you should question it. Yeah, that comes with time. The three-edged sword. Over time, you learn just to ignore them. You learn to see them for what they are, nothing, and you just ignore them. They go away quick, and if they don't go away quick enough, and they keep wanting to be very interruptive, that's what moderators are for. Speaking of which, since I don't have any moderators right now currently on, I mean, I expected this as soon as I did this video. I knew what was coming. I could care less if I had zero viewers. I've done plenty of videos where I've had zero viewers. But I've also done enough videos, and I'm on multiple platforms to know not to trust YouTube's analytics either. It's pretty sad. One of my videos over on the mines that's directly linked from YouTube has over 3,000 views, but yet YouTube tells me it only got 6. See, too many people put importance on the numbers. Hey, dude did give me a thumbs down. Good looking out. Nice to know I was able to trigger somebody today. That's better than the 6 thumbs up. Means I did my job. You know, it gets to the point where I get tired of seeing people like Alex Jones used to come after all of us. You know, why? Because, well, it's about the numbers, guys. You are kind of right on that point. He's got all these followers. His stuff generates all these numbers. So he's the biggest target out there. And they're going to say, well, because he's influenced all these people. Yeah, I'm saving my cigar for tonight. I still got another podcast to, to co-host later tonight. Well, yep, indoor smoker. Don't have kids, so it'd be a different story if I had kids. Then there would be no smoking indoors. You know, and that's the problem. I know there's going to be so many people out there that's going to be doing streams also that's going to fall for the hype that he's been suspended. And once more, guys, here's why you don't want to be caught doing that, because now you guys are promoting the fake news. You're falling into exactly what they want you to do, to just prove their narrative that we need to be taken down because we are doing this. That's what people like Alex Jones does to so many of us. What was your stream shut down for? Just out of curiosity. Yeah, I had a few issues about half hour, 20 minutes ago midstream. But what would Info Frogs? What'd they get your stream for? Or it was just one of those? They booted you out of the live stream. That's interesting because that's something we were just talking about. Because I was meant to mention this yesterday. I've actually meant just to do a separate podcast on this. The fact that there's a new policy in place that if you mirror somebody's stream now, and Alex Jones does have a legit YouTube channel, if you mirror his stream or broadcast, he has the right to have your content taken down and the right to have YouTube issue you a censorship. Not saying that's what happened, because there's no way for any of us to be able to prove that, because that's between the creator and YouTube. Yeah, I don't know. I don't follow any of the alt channels. And I can't switch accounts to get access to my other alt channels. Well, see, well, that's the thing. And you are right. In a sense, it will be YouTube that takes it down. But there's that policy in place that me as the creator, if you mirror one of my videos without my permission, I get a notification and I have the right to have YouTube take it down. And when they take it down, you're getting a strike as for a copyright violation. I don't care if somebody mirrors my stuff. Honestly, you're probably going to hurt yourself more than help yourself, because information's meant to be free, in my opinion. That's my opinion only. Other people's definitely don't share that opinion. That's why I categorize this every stream I do as education. It's information, educational information for you to do what you choose to do with. Well, I see that's the big catch 22. The fact is, he's lied already once. He's lied about Facebook taking down suspending him for 30 days and taking down his page. And I know for a fact that yesterday his live stream was up on YouTube. The question is that I don't know, when did he get that strike yesterday? Was it after the live stream was aired? Or the strike never happened? And he's just doing what he's pulled in the past. He has pulled this in the past, saying that he's been banned from YouTube, banned from Facebook, and the very next day you get notifications he's live, like everybody just forgot about it. Or he'll wait a couple days, and next thing you know, he's doing these 3-hour or 3-day marathons, selling all this stuff in the name of censorship to fight censorship. I've caught him so many times doing it. Now I wish I was never silent on those matters. That's something you guys need to pay attention to. The other point of bringing this up is making you aware of these things. So next time you hear it, or next time you see an article from Breitbart News, go investigate it. Go check it. I know, one strike, He's able to still upload content. We know he's uploaded content today on his YouTube channel, but he did not live stream from his YouTube channel today. So maybe YouTube did nail him, but we don't know. There's no way for any of us to know. And that's, sadly, I've seen other channels do this very same tactic, say and claim they got striked, and where all they did is made their page private and stuff, which is a little bit harder to do now because now YouTube puts a nice little red banner on your page that people still have the links to. When they click on it, it tells you you've been either terminated or removed for copyright strikes or for violations of TOS. Well, here's how the community guideline strikes go. Your first strike, you can't live stream for however many days YouTube decides to hit you with. It's usually anywhere between 7 days and 90 days for your first strike. And you got to wait till the strike comes up. You can still upload videos. So, as far as this matter with the YouTube goes, I can't say it happened or didn't happen. We're just going to have to watch. And that's the importance of this broadcast. Now that you guys are aware, now you don't have to subscribe to his channel. In fact, I'd recommend you don't. Because all that is another link that, well, this person's subscribed to this channel. What is it this person's channel got? What kind of content are they putting? It's just another way for them to start going after people. So I'd highly recommend unsubscribing. Yes, Ron Gibson. That's the guy I was thinking of. Because I know Ron Gibson because I'm subscribed to him on my backup channel. That's all he used to stream was rebroadcast Alex Jones's streams, live streams. Which, and this is, be nice, this is a message to YouTube. YouTube, you didn't give Alex Jones a strike, and you're not the ones taking down these channels. Since you have this policy in place, yes, it's a mirror. And since Alex Jones's own copyrights and own TOS's states we are freely allowed to broadcast, share, and retransmit and re-upload his content, you need to let us know. To those that have been this happened, because it goes to the point, this is something that none of us can prove. We have to rely on YouTube being honest, with the fact that, hey, you got this strike because you mirrored this channel, and the content creator filed a complaint. And I'm not saying that it's not YouTube doing it. It could very well be. But if YouTube's doing it, YouTube is actually kind of breaking their own terms of services and violating the right to free use, especially when permission is already given. That's a legal contract that they have to honor. Just like me, I'm pretty sure I stated in my description. Scroll down, see if I do. It might not. All these are open source and free for market use. Any video image shared on accompanied by the link to the media and or website and protected under Fair Use Act if permission was unable to be obtained. We are not responsible for the misuse of our content, nor are we responsible for any action that may occur as a result to something that was said or shown. We do not justify violence of any sort, nor do we justify the act of forcing your will upon another person, for each is entitled to their own beliefs, ideas, morals, and opinions. All speech is protected under the Constitution, as well as religious views and beliefs. which I pretty much will give an open door for anybody to use my stuff. Which I do that anyway by picking the category education. It's free for use. No, not all images are free, are open source and free for market use. I've been in the graphics game for a very long time. I got some content that is licensed. If it's a licensed image with, you know, copyright, because you got to pay for that stuff, and it only lasts for like a couple years, then you got to renew it. But long as that license and that copyright's in place on that, it's protected content, and therefore it is not open source and cannot be used for market use. I know where you're getting at. You're getting at it's all intellectual property by being on the internet. Just like every image on here is actually protected. It's just I allow it to be used for commercial use and all that. I don't care. But stuff that I have over stored on Deviant, that's a different story because that's some of that's for like books and stuff that I'm publishing and writing, or for personal paid websites that I might be working on and they don't want the images used anywhere else. And that's the other thing. When we talk about censorship, that's why I can't really have gotten away from screen sharing a lot. Because technically, if you show, let's just say we use Fox News, we show something from, go to their Fox's website, and wherever that Fox News or Fox logo appears, you could be in violation of copyright infringement because you're showing somebody else's logo without permission. Because it is a trademark logo. Just like a pirate radio podcast network, TM. It is a trademark, copyrighted, protected name and image that goes with it. So whenever I do something for them, I got to make sure I use that trademark. But I also have permission to use the trademark. Now, if I use it without the trademark, I can actually be in trouble. Yep. And they still play that game. That's why I don't like. I mean, truthfully, let's keep it all the way for real. Technically, today I took a risk because piss off Alex Jones. He could come after me and say I showed his stuff and come after me on copyright. Because I showed his channel, his website, his Facebook page. I mean, that's how a sticky slope we actually are in when it comes to all this censorship crap. I mean, it's a slippery slope because the TOSs are so open-ended and they make it hard for you to do things. I see the importance of screen sharing as I used it today, showing you that, hey, this ain't a fake page. This ain't some alt person that created this Facebook page. It's the actual link to his actual Facebook page. Just like the same link was the actual link to his YouTube page. It wasn't an alt page. Using it as an educational purpose to show you guys that, hey, this man's still live streaming. He hasn't been suspended from Facebook. And that's the problem. So many people are going to jump on this scream bloody murder that this happened to Alex Jones, when in fact it did not happen. And it's not the first time. Then people are going to come on here, do all these videos talking about it, and it's just going to add further to the fake news aspect that all of us are fake news. Oh no, we ain't playing that game no more. Just because there's one bad apple in the group, don't make the rest of the group bad. Most of us spend hours doing our research. A lot of us show you step by step where we're getting our information from, which, another slippery slope. Put too many links in your description, you could be nailed for putting spam on your account. I'm so sick of the censorship. But the worst part of it is we do have bad apples. And it's time, in this particular case, since this bad apple is the one they're going to use to take everybody else down, to point him out for what he is, a liar. To point Breitbart out and ask Breitbart News to retract their statement, their article, because it's not accurate. And it's our due diligence to spread the word to everybody else so they're not getting caught up in this BS of a game. It's ridiculous. I'm personally sick and tired of it. Been sick and tired of it because I have been suspended from Facebook. So I know I cannot do a live stream from a page that I'm suspended from. I cannot upload a video. I can't post a comment. And it's gotten to the point where now, when I get suspended for something I post on my page, that I'm getting also suspended and locked out of my account. So I can't interact with my family, which is the only reason I have a Facebook, so I can talk to my family in Brazil that I never get to see and never will be able to see because of the two different laws when it comes to my dual citizenship. How Brazil recognizes it and how the United States recognizes it. And the fine print that's in your passport. I could actually lose my U.S. citizenship because I go down there, I'm subject to a fine, which would be outrageous anyway because when I turned 16, not only was I supposed to join the military, but also have to pay. You get fined if you don't vote. So I haven't been back since I was 10. So, I mean, you can pretty much do the math from the age of 16 until now. I'm 40. What the price tag of that fine could be, and if I pay that fine by the lovely Patriot Act and the NDAA bills, and what's clearly written in fine print on the passport, I could lose my U.S. citizenship. I like that little quote there, pinking the brain method of draining, derailing conversations that contradict the blue pill agenda. And quite frankly, I don't even buy into the blue pill, red pill thing, or the right and left paradigm. That's another song and dance that I've already did a video on. Where have I heard that story before? Everybody thinks the Matrix movie. Well, what is the blue pill and red pill? Is not the red pill the very red apple from the Garden of Eden, the forbidden fruit? Yep. Need I say any more? Same song and dance, same story, just changed. The blue pill's nothing more than the snake. We just change the names, change the labels of things, change the wording of things. But it's the same damn story. It's been told since the beginning of time. And that's just one version of the beginning of time. There's many out there. You know. But at this point, I don't want to ramble on much longer because I do have a podcast later tonight that I have to co-host, and that's going to be a 2 hour show plus an hour and so after hour show that I have to be a part of. But I wasn't gonna let this one slide by this time. Enough's enough. It's time to call Alex Jones out for what he really is, a fake. And in his own words, an actor, which he said to a court, I'm just an entertainer actor. And it's time that we separate ourselves from that bad apple. Because they're going to use that bad apple to take down every last one of us. You know, me and Free Spirit Press News had this very discussion yesterday, or last night after my last show, about this. Why is this trending and stuff? Because it's something he said, and it's like, you know, and the worst part is that's the part I hate. The fact that we have to find a way to either separate ourselves from him or take an even higher road and defend this liar. And that's a very big high road, even for me. Because they're going to use him to come after every single one of us. He's the poster child for all of this censorship. Yeah, I didn't watch it. I've tuned him out a long time ago. Every now and then, I'll tune in on something, and it's usually because it's not him talking, but they have a different guest on that actually has something that's important. That's the sad part about this, is they've put out some good stuff, but at the same point, he's also manipulated and deceived a lot of us, and that can't be stood for. Unfortunately, we're dealing with a bigger picture here, and that's dealing with the censorship and then wanting to come after every one of us and using him to saying we're doing the same things. And I don't really know how we go about this. Do we stick up and defend him for just on the grounds that they take him down, they're coming for us? Or do we cut all of our ties with him? Start putting the real truth out there about him? But either way, I think we've passed that point of no return where, you know, whatever happens to him that they're trying to use and manipulate us with to come after each and every one of us, I think we find ourselves in a sinking ship that we can't patch the holes. And we need to, yes, and that's the key part. His products sell. He makes millions off that. And his products are going to sell even better now I've been removed from Facebook. I've been suspended for 30 days. Let's do a 3 or 4 day marathon. Mark my words, it'll happen. It happens every time this stunt gets pulled. People will just rush in, buy out the products. It's just like the issue with what the other problem child news networks pulled. Misquoting him or just cutting a snippet of the quote and using it to attack him. Tell you what, if you did that to me, we'd be in a courtroom right now. And I would be suing you for defamation of character. And that should tell you something else. He hasn't done that. He should be suing those major news networks that did that to him for defamation of character. No, and that's the funny thing is they use that. He's no different than those groups there. In fact, he's become much worse. It's publicity for him. And guess what? Remember the old saying about bad publicity is good publicity? Because bad publicity sells. If you attack another channel or another creator like that, their products are going to sell. They're going to start bringing in more followers. Bad publicity is not always the answer. In fact, sometimes the best answer is to unsubscribe, walk away, don't watch. Treat them with silence. Yeah, I agree there, the three-edged sword. And he does. He's gaining new audiences every day. He's, starting to gain some of the younger ones that have realized that, they've been lied and deceived to. Now they get hooked on Alex Jones. I mean, been there, done that. I was hooked on him for a couple years. Then I started questioning some of the things he was talking about, some of the things he was saying. Then, like I said, I kind of had my hands involved in getting Leanne McAdoo in there, which I really regret because she used and manipulated a bunch of people to get to where she is at. And those things aren't easily forgiven in the communities that she used. So, what goes around comes around, which she knows full well. She understands the, the philosophies of karma and cause and effect. That's why I laughed at anybody that was ever attacking her because the evidence is out there. Thousands of people know the truth about her. It's just, you guys use discretion. Take what I've shown you today and observe, watch. And just don't let it go. Next time you hear him say something like that or somebody says that, do your own research. Go check it out for yourself. Then you'll see that he's pulled this stunt in the past. There's certain aspects we don't know about when it comes to the YouTube aspect. Because like I said, if YouTube gave him a strike, I don't know when. But I do know for a fact he was live streaming on YouTube yesterday because I got the notification. And I also know this happened yesterday on YouTube. So that one remains not answerable. What is answerable, what is factual, is he did not get suspended from Facebook. He was doing a live stream on Facebook. He uploaded another live stream while we was on the very page. You guys seen it firsthand in the video? That's evidence that cannot be refuted, and that's the very evidence that Breitbart needs to look at and retract their article before they cause a bigger problem than what it's already becoming when I first seen the article. That's why I did not hesitate to jump on and do a live stream. Because we're playing a dangerous game right now. We're dealing with a corrupt Congress that wants to have all of our voices removed, and these very congressmen that's been boldly enough to say it out loud in the Judiciary Committee have violated the very oath of office that they took, and ethics charges need to be brought up upon them. As far as the Alex Jones matter, that's something we're going to have to figure out how to deal with, because it has a bigger impact than just screw him. As much as I'd like to say that, because I can't stand the man. I can't stand what he's going to be potentially bringing about into all of our communities, because they're going to use him to come after every one of us. And it's time that we wake up to that fact. It's time that if you do follow him, unsubscribe. Take a page out of what happened to YouTube, or not YouTube, Facebook yesterday and the last couple days. Yes, Alex Jones makes his money off you guys. Stop following, stop watching, stop tuning in. Stop visiting in sight. Let his traffic plummet. If it plummets, he takes the hit where it hurts the most, in the pocketbook. And if he's no longer getting a viewer audience, they can't use him as the scapegoat. That would be the only answer I can foresee. But unfortunately, we got to deal with his followers that follow him like a cult leader. And he's no cult leader. All he is a CIA puppet. Hope you guys enjoyed. You know what? I don't like using that term, but you are right. He's a false prophet. It sounds a little bit better than a cult leader. But that's what he is. He is a cult leader. And what is a false prophet? Nothing more than a cult leader. And in closing, to all those that's going to leave comments bashing everything I said, feel free to hit the thumbs down button. Feel free to leave the comments. They're not going to get deleted. But just know that you have the due diligence to actually take what I showed you and realize the truth for yourself, that you've been manipulated, lied to, and deceived. Alex Jones is not suspended from Facebook. And the proof, as they say, is in the pudding, and I showed you. You guys all have a good evening. For those that are interested, I will be joining Pirate Radio Podcast Network tonight. We'll be having trying to remember his last name. Just give me a second. Let me go to my page real quick, and I'll actually share your screen so I can actually read the thing. 'Cause I can't remember dude's last name. I think I remember it, but I don't want to butcher it because I'm notorious for that. Angel Espiano returns. Episode 117 will be live at 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. It'll be a 2-hour show. He's a radio host, producer of Skywatchers Radio, owner of PSN Radio. He's also the host of Inside the Jackal's Head. All things UFOlogy, art, bell, pop culture, and podcasting. So do stop on by and check us out on Pirate Radio Podcast tonight at 11 p.m. It should be a very interesting show, and I am looking forward to it. I hope to see you guys all there. And I will catch you guys all live on the next stream I do.